Hey guys, the Amazing Jackcrafter here, and today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on week 2, which I was supposed to do about a week earlier, or a little less than a week earlier, but I forgot to, so I'm going to be doing it now. So, my thoughts on week 2. So I guess one of the big questions I should probably answer first is, did it outdo week 1? Was it any better? I mean, I think it's a little debatable. The sewers was kind of nice, although the, like abandoned village kind of thing we had to go to for week 2 was it was really simple, nothing special. It wasn't anything new, it was just kind of stereotypical kind of event that we tend to get during these now. So I don't think it was anything all that good. It wasn't as interesting as the Raider one, so But the neutral quest kind of challenge task thingy we had to do, I actually really liked that one. It was really really different and a fun change of pace to go to an already existing location to complete one of those kind of things. Because in the past, you might have a task like a task to have to do for the season where it's like, go to Bunker Alpha and open 20 chests, or go to the police station and kill this many zombies. But we haven't actually had to go to an already existing location like the motel, where a special event kind of thing had triggered within it. And that's what happened this time, where we had to go to the Raiders, make a trade, and they killed all the zombies for us pretty much. They killed all the zombies that doesn't involve you having to chop down or break the boards open. And unfortunately, all the loot was gone, so there's no loot to take, even in the places where you had to kill zombies to get to it, which I think was a bit of a bad decision on Kafir's part to do, because that meant for anyone that normally goes there, it's a bit of a waste of their time. But that's just a small little nitpick I have. It was pretty fun. So you had two options. You could either trade them some supplies to get the dead speaker, which you need to grab, or you could kill them for it. I did both. I traded with them and then killed them. I didn't get anything after killing them, so it was a bit of a waste of time. I do understand, though, that you are supposed to be able to get an AK, a really broken AK, from the one with the dead speaker if you kill them quick enough. I didn't, and the AK broke, so I didn't get anything out of it. That was just because I kind of did it a little dumb. But, so that was kind of neat. As far as the abandoned settlement town, I'm not entirely sure what they called it. Remember, I wasn't really paying attention to what it was. I was just going there and farming it, clearing it out, getting some loot, what you would normally do. As far as that goes, like I said, it was nothing all that special. We did have a fight with a demolisher up there for a task, but once again, that was just a task for a task. It wasn't anything special. It was kind of boring. You could easily wall trick them. For the friendly challenge or quest, the clearing out the sewer portion for that, pretty good. I like the new enemies. Berserker is a swamp version of like the Frenzy Giant or Savage Giant, so that's kind of neat to get a new giant kind of character. They didn't call him that, but that's clearly what the model is. So I mean, see if we end up getting him in the swamp later on, which I can't go to the swamp, I don't have my ATV, but for players who can, if they get to see him in the swamp or locations that might end up being added at with the swamp area, it could be an interesting challenge for them. Maybe we'll see it at Bunker Charlie, who knows. And then we had a character called the Drowned who used the same model, but he was just basically a swamp loader. He wasn't anything special, just there for the tasks. But we did get a brand new character called the Merman, and man, do I think that was crazy and fun to fight. Really awesome. And I don't know if it was because we were in a swamp, or not a swamp, a sewers, and that his feet were covered up, or maybe that his feet were covered up, but I swear he doesn't have feet, which would be really creepy considering how his legs are not normal, how the joints are kind of reversed with the way they connect, how his legs bend backwards, which was really disturbing to see. But and then he had the long arms, which are kind of creepy, but that's also pretty common with some of the zombies in this game. And then the back of his neck was kind of like the Ravager at the farms, just a different color. And then his mouth, I don't know if it's because of the way I killed him, but so when I was doing it, which I have recorded if you want to see it, you can try and skim through the video to find the part I'm talking about right now. But I found out if I use, I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce their name, but this person, Vivian, I'm not sure how you would say that, but them. So I found out when I was clearing it out with them for friendly, if I walked over to a certain point with them standing there, I could at a corner, I could use the corner as kind of a functioning wall trick. So that's what I did on the merman. And I don't know if it's just because of the way I killed him, but his arm got stuck in the wall, causing his corpse to kind of glitch out, and his head bent like tilted backwards so I could see his mouth. And I don't know if it's just that the model messed up that the mouth looked like this, but I swear he had this huge mouth. And it was really creepy, but also pretty awesome. And I think that was a fun enemy to fight. Plus, he like poisons you, which is kind of neat. I'm not sure if that's like a brand new feature for enemies to do, but if it is, that's pretty cool. We had a boss battle, which is just kind of an upgrade version of him for the revered version. Not anything too special. It was kind of okay. Uh, wait, here, I'm gonna have to eat something soon. But like I said, it wasn't anything special, but it was still kind of interesting. So the revered, I think, was much easier than having to do the friendly. The one thing I did notice is if you cleared out, like just the strip, like not opening any doors, just cleared out the zombies and like the main kind of halls of the sewers, I guess you want to say. It would count as being done, so you really didn't have to kill that many as it wanted you to think. Just, I don't know. Just thought I'd mention that. But overall, this was an okay season. One thing, another small nitpick I do have is like the dried candies were really easy to find, and you only needed them once, really. So it was kind of dumb to have them so common to find if you really didn't need them. I guess you could probably even, because of how easy they were to find, you could solely use them to get yourself, just to complete that section where you needed them, because you could just solely use those to get past that one point, because they were so easy to find. So it just seemed like a bit of a waste of time, or like if you wanted to look for, I don't know how to explain this. They're way too easy to find for what you needed them for. I mean, the candle and dead speaker you need much more. You need a bit more often, but they were harder to find. Which I understand why they would be harder to find. But the candies were just way too easy to find. They were much easier to find than pretty much anything else in the game, except for the test tubes. And the test tubes you need a lot of. The candies you didn't really need much of. So it's just kind of weird. Just like I said, it's a small nitpick. But overall, the item, like having to give items to her, extremely easy, no problem there. So I think that's kind of it. Pretty simple. That's just kind of it. That's my thoughts. If I think of anything else, I'll put it in the comments, like in a pinned comment. And if you think of anything I forgot to cover, or you want to hear my thoughts on something else, or ask me a question, ask me in the comments. I'll get back to you on it eventually. And that's just kind of it.